Howdy cowdies, it's that time of the week, weekly walkabout at the Collector. Got a bloody good auction this week. It's like Australiana, decorative arts and some fine art. I got some bloody good stuff. How nice is the Leemings boot store plate? 109 Swanson Street City, Chapel Street, Paran, etc. Really cool thing, great condition. Like the little enamelled Melbourne Olympics car badge. Micro models Volkswagen there with the oval rear window. Little micro models combi van, little Gouda vase is cute. Some more nice die-cast races there. RACV car badge, another Melbourne Olympics radiator grille badge. A really nice sort of 1930s Art Deco necklace, really quite nice. Lovely big lots of silver, more silver. Cute little sterling silver brooch there from San Francisco. More silver, more silver. These are fantastic. These little Kyle, what was it, Kyle Hughes Ogden, I think, or Ogden? Little oil paintings there. Great little lot. Footy cards, lovely old book. 80s Guide to Weymouth. More little lot of Lesney die casts and other gear. Some nice stuff in the jewellery cabinet. I really like those little paintings though. What else have we got? Lovely old sort of distressed leather desk chair. Suite of 3 large oil paintings by Christine Hubey. One of them is a chair, one of them is a big cup. This is a bit sort of surreal with a big sort of wreath floating. And a little sort of house down off in the bottom left hand corner. They've all got details in the back of them. Nice little sort of Victorian little 2-seater settee. I like this oil painting as well. This is a ripper, little European school piece. It's signed lower right but illegible. It's in a lovely John Thallen frame. What a really well painted, lovely thing. It's another nice little gouache of Napoli. The volcano erupting. Amazing fine detail in this. Little boat there with steamboat and sails. Lovely thing, lovely old frame and everything on it. Titled Napoli at the front, no signature. But nice thing again. Beautiful little sort of secretaire. It's got little drawers out one of the sides. Nice big frame Picasso scarf. Got all the details authorised by the heirs of Pablo Picasso, Marigold Enterprises, New York, 1981. Haven't been able to find the same image. Found lots of other Picasso scarves but couldn't find that one. Looks like she's sort of giving you the finger or something. Records, record cabinet full of records. Records in the rack. Some nice little photographs from the Bush Hotel in New Norfolk on the Derwent River. Cool old photos. Another cool photograph of C.J. Bolter's Ruffy, the winner of the Pony Trot Townsville Show 1924. Nice little things in the jewellery cabinet. Currency, nice old marble, Japanese World War II stuff. Lovely lot of ephemera, including these little art student annual masquerade ball flyers there from 1911. Great little lot. Matchbox, Lesney's, Aboriginal boomerangs, cribbage boards, dinky toys. Some Masonic medallions and Australian coins. Fantastic lifesavers. Little advert is an absolutely cracker of a bit. All original, nice old sort of 1970s cardboard. Cribbage board there as well. World War I Australian Comforts Fund. Cool little lot of signed ephemera. There's a little signed Pro Heart Christmas card in there. John Neeson coloured etching. Got some bloody good paintings this week, guys. What else have we got? A couple of James Bond posters. I like the little 1970s sort of wall unit in a Parker style or something like that. He's cool as well. Little fold-up chair which has got a little sort of footrest that comes out. Put it with a nice little vinyl office desk chair as well. What else have we got? This is pretty cool. Nice big oil painting up the top there. I think Ella, I can't remember her last name. It'll say on the back for us. Ella Briotti, called Three Birds. Kind of like it, it's just nice, colourful. This is one of Jest's oils, mixed media there from 2017. This is a lovely little sort of Australian or British school watercolour of a girl down the beach. It is signed lower left. But once again, illegible. You can't see it because of the reflection. She's really well painted though. It's kind of quite nice with the sort of heightened with a bit of body colour. Stereo gear, big oil painting there, big still life by Nazarenko. Nice little British school piece by B. Wilkinson, it's signed. Abbott's Muss in Delamere. A little graffiti artist piece, all the details in the back. Nice little pair of sort of Australian sort of 1900 oil paintings. Both signed W. Lindley, I think it's probably a pseudonym. Mixed lots of furniture and bicycle and car stuff. Shoe lasts. Heaps of gaming gear, 2 boxes there, PlayStation 3 and heaps of games. More electronic stuff, stereo gear, valve amplifiers, Kinder Surprises, lamps, Cabbage Patch Kids, a water feature, pretty cool the old school desk. Nice group, lot of mixed pictures and paintings, big enamelled Commonwealth oil refinery signs a ripper. It's kind of cute little secretaire, and the fantastic Chief's headdress over the back. Got a windsurfer. All paintings down the back there by Diana Mogensen, the Swan. This is nice, the Lucille Tam still life as well. Unicycle on a stand's pretty cool. What else have we got? Movie posters, Barbara Streisand, Ryan O'Neill, What's Up Doc? This is my favourite, The Killers, Ernest Hemingway poster. So we've got another Jest oil painting over the back there, big abstract thing. Stereo gear. 3-dimensional plasterware relief of an Aboriginal hunter. Nice little retro desk. Some more Aboriginal paintings. This is nice. This, the big George Augustus Williams, big British artist. It's an amazing thing. It's washing sheep. There you go. You've got ladies at the background there getting the sheep, passing them through to the blokes, chucking them over the fence into the river. Watch out for that hole. It's where the sheep disappear. They keep coming out the front here and up the other end to dry out. It's really nice. It's signed with initials lower right with his monogram. There's also details in the back. There is a little bit of damage, as you've seen with the hole. Someone, I think, has probably cleaned it to within an inch of its life. A couple of little sort of white splotches there should have paint on them. A little bit damaged down the bottom as well, but it's a lovely big thing, this. I think it's washing sheep on the Loddon River in England, I think. Something along those lines. What else have we got? 2 Emil Bedness paintings. Big William Gislander at the top's an interesting thing. Swedish artist. Looks to be a little sort of water bird or something like that on a coastal island or something. A couple of nice little ink studies nudes. Good quality speakers and stereos. I like this big Gary Sheed. Thirul is called. It is a colourgraph, which is like a screen print. It's all signed and titled and everything. There's embossed marks down the bottom right hand corner as well. It's a great bit. It's where he stayed in New South Wales when he wrote Kangaroo. Kind of like this as well. Australian school bit. It's called Moonlight. On the back there's a label that tells us Moonlight, and then it says by C and then R. So we're not sure who it is actually by. It reminds me a little bit of a Charles Rolando. Initials sort of make sense. It's been restored a little bit here and there, but it's pretty amazing. It's a nighttime scene there with a little chap laying down with his campfire. It looks like he's got a gun in his hand and a pipe in his mouth. He's got his little humpy there as well. It's a really nice thing. Just needs a little bit of restoration and work. What else have we got? Little Dora Chapman, South Australian painting. It's a nice little example of her work. Not a portrait, but you know, you can't have everything. This is really nice. Forgotten the name of the artist. Jambor, I think it is. Louis Jambor. I think he's European again. It's really nice with the sort of girl there washing in the river. This is a cracker of a bit. The Jacqueline Hick. A fantastic thing. South Australian modernist. It's in its original 1950 shadowbox frame. It's titled on the back Drawing, but it looks to be Christ being sort of taken off the cross and being placed in the shroud. I'll show you the back of it. It is signed lower right. I'll also show you the back because there's half a painting on the back as well, which is sort of a bit interesting. Here we go. Jacqueline Hick, 25 Prescott Drive, Rose Park, Adelaide, Drawing. And it's got George's something gallery on the back there as well. It looks to be another sort of portrait or a figure study on the back. Let's just turn it up. I think it's upside down. There we go. It's another figure study there. On the back of it looks to be a girl with a sort of figure up the side of her also. Anyway, 2 for the price of 1. It's a bloody nice Jacqueline Hick. I really like her stuff. Don't see much of it floating around. Good example. This is really nice as well. Lovely old dressmaker's mannequin. It's got a nice little maker's plaque on the front from Melbourne, I think. Howley and Sons Show Stand Makers, Elizabeth Street, Melbourne. What else have we got? Really like the Arts and Crafts oak long case clock. It's got all the sort of etched copper pendulums and weights to go with it. Absolute cracker of a bit. These little Robert Youngs are fantastic. There she is. Got her papers and everything going to the outhouse. Well, look out, she's running. Because there's a little snake crawling out of the outhouse. Typical Robert Young, really cool. Like the James Wigley, great social realist painter. Boys on horseback. This is an interesting bit as well. This is a little attributed to Captain James Horton Forrest. It looks to be the Arrow, which is the Royal Yacht Squadron cutter. I've found other examples of him painting the same boat. It's not signed, unfortunately, no signature. It's a bloody good thing though. So we've attributed it to Horton Forrest. What else have we got? We've got lots of Aboriginal works. It's a nice little bit here. I'll tell you who it's by once I have a look in the back. Norbert Gwarai Lynch. There you go. Some other nice ones at the top here. Charlie Igali. This one is a signed Dinny Nolan. This one I've actually had to attribute it to Dinny Nolan because it's unsigned, but it's come from the same place, same frame, same palette and everything. What else have we got, guys? There's some more bloody good stuff here. It's a cracker of a James Wigley with the Aboriginal children. Nice big British school thing, signed F. Davison, dated 1883. Some little sort of figures and stuff travelling along on the top of the stone path there, a bridge. Vernon Jones, really nice Australian artist, World War II artist. This is a bloody good example of his work. Don't see much of his, lots of his commercial stuff around, not much of, you know, his other art, and this is a nice thing. Really like the colours. Take it easy, Beej. BJ's off, he's had enough. This is nice, the Freddie Jessup. Little mixed media, looks to be sort of like an oil painting on cloth. This is a nice thing as well, the Thomas Bush Hardy. A good British artist, really nice example again. It's a coastal scene in France with people sort of coming up on the beach, other people in the background. Walter Follen Bishop, English watercolour, another beautiful thing, little pussycats there hanging out the front door. But lovely, sort of colourful spring cottage garden, typical. Little Tommy Gleghorn's a ripper, it's one of my favourite painters, self-taught, back in the sort of 60s, 70s, bloody good example. Arkarula, signed and dated 74. Kristen Headlam, it's a good thing, looks to be Princess Bridge, Melbourne, lovely watercolour. Again, 2001, signed and dated. This little British thing, I've forgotten the name of the artist. I think it's Edward Algernon Stewart Douglas. Had a wild stab. I remember his middle name was Algernon. Cool name, 1895 watercolour, ridiculous watercolour. The detail and everything in this is unbelievable. Beautiful, beautiful thing. Tally-ho, I think we've called it. Yeah. Alright, kind of like this big 70s Australian abstract. Reminds me of about 6 different dudes, but it's kind of none of them. Really good thing. Nothing, no signature or anything on it. Some Jest mixed medias, little set of 4. Some nice Norwegian 70s china. Mirrors, lamps, advertising, glass, dinky toys and Britons and stuff. Akadaka. These are fantastic. Little Japanese mugs there with the sort of girl. She starts off with a cool green dress. Slowly it's sort of coming down until she's starkers. Great little lot though to see a set of 4 of them all together. Modern Japanese woodblock. Jumbo movie poster. Really nice oil this by signed DGB. No one really knows who the artist is. It's probably a pseudonym. I think we've at some stage said that it was a guy by the name of Douglas George Bell. Not sure if that's correct or not. But it's a really nice example. It's one of the best ones you'll see of his work, whoever he is. Photographs. A nice little pair of Frank Carter oil paintings. Did sort of commercial stuff, designs for playing cards and stuff like that. Retro pottery. Nice little lot of Australian stuff. Another Jest there featuring an old Melbourne train. Melrose. Little Shirley Bourne oil painting there of Mentone in, I think, France or Italy. It's a cracker of a little bit. Nice bit of Bendigo. All hand-painted period decoration on the front there of sort of people in a boat. What else have we got? I reckon this is Remued, this lamp base. There's no details on it, but just that sort of creamy, sort of yellowy speckled glaze. Put it with a little bit of Nell Sterling. Massey Batteries Tiger Road Map of Victoria's a ripper. This lovely old booklet, the Record King Island Fortnightly newspaper. Pretty cool little thing. Pair of Henk Guth oils over the back. Cloisonne, Horsey. Little Frederick George Reynolds watercolour of the Highland Sheep's really nice. Cool little retro Japanese lot. Elsa Ardern. Some more nice little bits and bobs in here. This little Beswick, whoever it is, little budgerigars, cute. Some nice sort of German and English china. Just don't mention the war. Big John Gilbert lamp base is a ripper. Frederick Bates oil painting there of Homeward Bound Redfern, the train station. Little Mickey Mouse games, fantastic. Max Dimmack oil painting over the back as well as a ripper. Greg Daly, little Aboriginal sort of little Australian pottery plate there's a bit interesting. Details on the back. Nice big lump of pool. West German. Another lovely bit of John Gilbert. Little Melrose pot's a bit unusual with the gum trees. Got a little bit of damage, which is a shame. Noel Flood. Really nice little mid-century modern Danish stainless steel teapot over the back there. This is great little Ray Woods coloured etching. Australian and Commonwealth town of Essendon presented to Beatrice Jeffreys on the inauguration of Australian Commonwealth, 1st of January 1901. Little certificate's a cracker. Nice bit of glass. Oh, I like this Ellis vase actually. Bit different for Ellis. I think Bill Hart, the pair of the bookends there. Oswald, really nice sort of cubist sort of monkey. Lovely Art Deco light shade. Clyde Pate. One of these pair of vases, Bermontoff or something, guys. Bermontoff. They're really nice over the back. Valerie Albiston, George Bell School. Great little oil painting. Little Australian pottery vase there. Side of the base, J. Borat, it looks like, or Barrett. It looks like Borat though. BTS. Brunswick Technical School, 1930. Lovely thing with the dragon around the top. It's an interesting little bit of Clyde Pate. Little lidded jar, Pisces. Some damage on the lid, unfortunately, but a different bit for her. The Jolliffe Jugs the Ripper. A couple of nice Australian tins over the back. The Rolf's Tea one's a bit different with the tea picker on it. They're usually Bushels tins. I can't recall seeing one of them from Rolf's Tea. Jeff Smart book. Big bit of Reg Preston. Yeah, that'll sort of do. Could keep rambling on, you know what I'm like, especially with paintings. But anyway, there's some bloody good shit this week. Hopefully we'll see you guys on Thursday night. Be good.